Here we go. Camtono. Hey guys, it's Maymay, my trusty sidekick.
Yep, Vinny's still here.
Yep, Vinny's here.
Oh, Vinny is still here.
Hello, Silicaga. What can I say? Oh, that's cute. Mickey said, I'm sorry, I'm just reading comments as soon as we come back in here. Mickey says, I don't comment often, but I love reading your comments. They're exactly how I feel. I love that you love reading our comments because, listen, there's lots of places that reading comments ain't fun. I'm reading. Hello, everyone. Okay, so this is the card we just did. I'm going to move it aside. I've still got my little acrylic block on there holding it down so that it'll dry nice and flat. So I'm going to put that over here. And I promise you later I will show you the card I made with the new stamp set. But this one is super cool, and it's worth a pickup. All right. Now then, let's look at what you guys have sent this week. Here's something. This is from Leslie Thompson in England. What part? Silksworth. Nope. Silksworthy, I think it is. I've never heard of that part of England. But, you know I'm a fan of England. Let's see what we got here. Is this an ATC maybe? It feels ATC size. Look at that. With the little wood cross. That is so cute. The little belly band has a little wooden cross on it. Oh, look. Oh, it's so pretty. It's a cross and praying hands die set. See it on the back? That's so pretty. Thank you so much. Where is... Oh, it's in here. There's a note. Dear Maymay and Vinny, I live in a little town in England called Sunderland. I love watching your tutorials since I found you on YouTube. I love making and trying different crafts, and listening to you always cheers me up. I saw this die and thought straight of you. Hope you like it. Take care, you and your family and staff. Love. Is that Leslie or Hesley? Leslie. Love Leslie. I love this. Look at this paper. How cute. And this die is adorable. Look at how she packaged this up too. You know what my mama says? You know what my mom says?
What does your mom say?
Presentation is everything. And the way she packaged that up is adorable. Thank you so much for that. Did you not know my mama says that?
Your mama says a lot
Mama
of
says,
stuff.
Mama says presentation is everything. I love this stuff. I can cover this up. I'm going to cover hers up. Look at that. Isn't that cool how they do their postage?
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. I love it. Pounds and everything. That's neat. Thank you so much, Leslie. I'm going to put that where I can put that with my dies. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, this looks like something you can't use. What's something you can't use? This is appropriate. Gone hunting. That's about where you are every hunting season.
I like it.
Oh my goodness. To our dearest friend, Vinny. Just a little something for Vinny's kitchen. See you in August, Sue and Dean.
Oh, sweet.
So it perked you up real quick, didn't it? It's something you can't use. It's two somethings you can't use. Sue's going to be like, let him use them.
I get to wipe my hands on these, actually.
Look at these. The buck stops here. Vinny's Vittles. This is
awful.
Cute.
They're awful pretty. I might not be able to use my hands on those.
You won't use these. Look at this. This says, I'd rather be hunting Vinny's Vittles. These are adorable.
Yep.
You know what's funny?
Thank you so much, Miss Sue.
So
Dean.
I'm on the lookout for this, and this is going to be cute. I'm on the lookout for, I know you guys have seen these. I'm all about decorating my house right now, so that's what my brain is. But you know how they have the ladders, the blanket ladders for like your wall? You know, I put one in the living room. Well, now they make dish towel ladders, Vince. So for your backsplash in your kitchen, they're little tiny ladders that lean up, and then you hang your dish towels on them, and that's a cute place for these to go in your kitchen.
Those are cool.
We need to find you one of those little ladders. Thanks, Sue and Dean. That's adorable. What's this? These are cute.
Those are awesome.
Okay. These you have my stamp of approval. This is from Anne Marie Tolowinski. Wow, if I got that right, it will be luck. Just a little something to show my appreciation for everything that you do for your followers. I have been crafting for a long time, but I always learn something new from you. The minute I saw the buffalo check in this paper collection, I thought of you. I'm also including some ATCs that I made. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to send them before the deadline. Thanks so much for being such an inspiration to so many. Well, thank you, Anne Marie. What an adorable card. Look at these. These are so cute. I got to show y'all. The girls hung up a bunch of the ATCs while we were gone, and they look really good. They put them all over Wilhelmina. I got to show y'all. They look great. These are so cute.
We had a question about when is Vinny's Vittles on. Vinny's Vittles is Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Central Time. 11 a.m. Central.
What did I take that out of? Out of that? This is something about buffalo check. Did I miss something? Girls, it says, the minute I saw the buffalo check in this paper collection, I think I'm missing something.
Cheryl, the purse handles and the large magnets are on their way back. Hopefully they will be here early next week.
We need to get here soon because I got some other ideas. We need to check on that because I think I'm missing something. All right. This is to Vince, care of Maymay Made It. And it is from Tina Bruderer in Switzerland. It says, Happy Mail. It says, I think you're pretty swell. Wishing you a happy birthday and many more blessings in the coming year. Your friend in Switzerland, Tina Bruderer.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
That's very sweet. There you go. That's what we were missing. We did not know who this went to. Okay, so Amber is out sick this week, and we didn't know who made this, but now I know. When it said the buffalo check in this collection, I was like, this makes sense. So Anne-Marie made this gorgeous mini album for me, and I'm going to flip through it and show you guys. You're going to freak out. Watch this. It's gorgeous. Look. It has all this little space over here. Look, fresh cut flowers, it says. Look at all these little places for photos. This is so pretty, isn't it? You know what I could use this for? I could use this for a Craft Acropolis mini album. You know, that'd be pretty, wouldn't it? To put kind of stuff like that in. Look at this. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Isn't this gorgeous? This one opens. Incredible. The little page closes down like that. This is a pull out. Isn't that neat? I'll make sure I didn't miss anything there. This opens here. Yep, that opens. This opens. Isn't that beautiful? This opens. This little guy. Oh, he actually comes out. I love that. Like a little belt. Isn't that cute? Put this one back in. And then slide him across. That looks like a Band-Aid. Oh, I have to tell them about Joe's injury. That reminded me of that. Don't let me forget to tell them. And then I pull out there, and then look, I love these kind of pockets. They have these little pieces that pictures can slide into. And look, she put a little chipboard stopper at the bottom. That's a cute idea. I've never thought of that. But I got the idea now. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Look at this. It's so pretty. Look at this little door. That's cute. Look at her great use of cut-aparts and her great use of stickers. This comes out, and this opens up for little photos. Look at that. That's adorable. Put that little guy back on there. How does it go on there? Oh, like that. Okay, and then put that in there, and then in there. And then this opens like a card, but also a photo mats. Slide that in. Another pull out right here. Cute. And then, look at these. Oh, look. This comes off, and this opens. It's magnetized. Isn't that cute? So then this, let's see if it'll pop back. It did. And then look at these. More pullouts, more card pieces. These are all photo mats in here. This is another pullout right there. And then this unties. Let's check it out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? She did great work. I know you are drooling. I know you are.
We've even had requests for tutorials already.
I knew it. I told the girls, I was like, get ready. The thing is, and y'all know this about me, this is a lot more work than I put into an album. I mean, this is a lot of work. A lot of work. This is like a 20-part series. I've done them pretty hefty like this that take about 11 parts. Look at this. You guys always put in more work than I do. Always. I say it all the time. This is gorgeous. And this piece... All right, get ready. Y'all going to love this. This piece comes off. Look, it magnets off, and then it stands up by itself. So if you just want to have a waterfall photo spot, like in your home, you can do that. It's beautiful, isn't it? She did a great job, and I knew y'all would be asking for a tutorial as soon as I showed you, but it's incredible. Great job, Anne-Marie. Beautiful. All of her little pieces and everything is beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And then I think I had one more card. Yeah. This is from, let's see. Oh, look how pretty. And she put a little butterfly sticker on there. Live life in full bloom. It says, Dear Maymay and friends, just wanted to share my first card ever. It took 3 tries before I was able to complete one without getting ink marks all over it. I cannot either start or end my day without a Maymay video. Oh, you're so sweet. Your card is so pretty. I have learned so much. Thank you so much for the creative inspiration. God bless you, Paula McAllister. Look at her card. This is her first ever card. You guys do that. You send me your first cards and it means so much. I love it. I think that is the rays from one of, is that from Baskin in the Sun or did she get that from something else? I don't know, but it's beautiful. Great job. You guys are so talented.
Certainly are.
More talented than me. Always. Always. I got stuff to show you. Fun stuff. We're going to play. You care if we play? Are you getting excited? You see how much I'm pulling out of this bucket? By the way, if you've never been to the Maymay store, I'll show y'all this. This is funny. You want to see what our shopping carts look like at Maymay's? Will they laugh or will they think how sad? This is a shopping cart at Maymay's. It is I would say a peach barrel basket or
A peach bucket.
it's a barrel basket. So it's like, this is the shopping cart. And look, when the girls give me my stuff to go on air, it looks like this. It says Maymay's on it. I thought y'all would enjoy that. That's kind of funny. Okay, let me show y'all. Oh, I think that is what it is. The rays look like the birthday stamp from last month. I think you're right. Let me get some cardstock. Because we're going to play for a second. I want to show y'all some stuff. All right, cardstock. Look at all these beauties. We didn't play with these last time because I didn't open them. I don't think I played with them last time. But the girls set me up. Look what they did. They said, we got you some stencils. These are ones we've used. These are our testers, by the way. So we've got those that we've used. They even brought me my tester spatulas. Did anybody think to bring me some tester wet wipes? My pack is empty, I think. Let me see. Oh, I got a couple in here. And I'm going to show you some new mousse colors.
We got paper towels and wet wipes.
Perfect.
From the trusty Shannon.
And you thought that before I even said it. Yeah. I thought there were 2 other new products. Are we not showing those today?
No.
Really? I was so excited about those.
I mean, you can show them, but they're not in the store yet.
All right. I won't do that to you. Where do we start? We're starting with glitter. We're going to start with glitter. These, I've already shown you that we had some of these in the store. Look how beautiful. We're going to play with this blue. And I'm going to play with this one. This color is... What color is this? Where are the colors on here? Black diamond. This is gorgeous. Let's open this guy up. So if you're not familiar with these are Glimmer, is it called Glimmer paste? Glimmer paste. And they're glittery, but the glitter is embedded in the paste. So it doesn't bother me like most glitter does. This is stunning. Look at this. I'm going to bring this up close so you guys can see it. Look at that beautiful color. Incredible. And I've got some on this lid. I'm going to use it. I'm not going to waste it. So let's bring a stencil over. This is my favorite stencil that we have. How are stencils? Do we have those?
I believe we do.
Okay. And then I'm going to use this little guy. This is the new Nuvo
spatula.
Is it like a multimedia tool spatula or something? They come in a 2-pack. You get them both. I do remember that. And I'm going to take this off of here. I don't want to get it all over me. Y'all know I do not like getting stuff on me. But for you guys, I'll do it. This is so pretty. All right, I'm going to get rid of that before I make a mess. You know what? Could you? Well, that's stuck to me. I've already got it on me. Could you get me a wet wipe out of here? Okay. Watch this. So gorgeous. Let's see how far I can go with it. And this is the black diamond. See if I can get my finger into there and pick it up without making a mess. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm going to have a mess in here.
Yeah, because I'm not doing real good at getting those out.
I'm literally going to have to clean this off or I'm going to get it on everything. I already touched down there with it. Guys, do you love this?
Will those spatulas work in chalk couture?
You know, we haven't tried them yet. We talked about trying them. They're a little soft. They're a little softer than the chalk couture ones, but I think they would work. They're a little bendier. All right, I'm going to bring this up to camera and show y'all how stunning these Glimmer. My mixed media girls, you going to love this. First off, look at that stencil. Second off, look at that shimmer, that glitter. See it? That stencil. Everybody needs that stencil. It's absolutely gorgeous. They come in 3 packs, by the way. Are these out of stock? Somebody said
No,
they're out of
they're
stock.
layered mini stencils.
But are they? But is this one out of stock?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100% positive.
All right, I'm going to.
I'm afraid that the spatulas are out of stock, but they're on the way.
Gosh, y'all. Okay, let me show you this one in the blue because this blue is so pretty. We have, I think, 5 colors of this now, or 6.
I believe that's correct.
Maybe 6.
Several folks have asked, how do you clean your stencils?
Just water. Just take them to the sink, rinse them with water. That's what we do. Do y'all know another trick? Because that's how we did it last time, and it worked fine. Now, they stain because the pigments stain them. I'll try to scrape some of that into there. Okay. Use my spatula again. And I just baby wiped that last spatula. This is the same one I'm using. Okay. Get that off of my hand. Get my baby wipe back. All right, let's look at this one. Now this stencil has more surface area. So I'm going to hold it as still as I can and try to go pretty flat with my palette knife or with my spatula here, because you don't want to push it under. You're just wanting to fill up the space. So pretty. And I'll show you something else some people do. Some people just take their stencil and like flip it over onto the page and get whatever they get from that too. It's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna sit that here. Pick this one up. Look at that. Not pretty. This blue is something else. If you're a blue fan, this would make beautiful ocean scenes. Look at that shimmer and that glitter. The thing I like about this glitter is the body in the paste. It really fills up the stencil spots well. And notice how it didn't smear underneath. The trick is, though, don't push under. Just fill in the space. And then that thing I was telling you that some people do. I'm not as big on this.
So do you need to be fairly light-handed? Is that what you're saying?
It's not so much light-handed as you're flooding the space. You're not squishing it in. You're just flooding the space. I don't know how to explain that very well. Then some people do this. And then pick that up. And depending, you can get some you can get, some design and stuff. But if you wanted to use that, you could, like, for texture. This is something Brenda would do on, like, boxes and stuff to add texture and some, like, movement and stuff like that. Somebody said Maymay's into mixed media. No, she is not. But Brenda is. And she's begged us to have this stuff in. And I know a lot of you guys are too. But
it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
This is why I'm not into mixed media. I don't like mess. I just don't like it on me. It's just me. But Brenda's into it a lot, and she's been asking me to get these things for her so she can use them in classes. And she's going to be making more videos for our product parade channel, so you guys can see those. She's been doing a good bit. It's summertime, so she's with her grandkids a lot, but she's trying to. But this is stunning. I can see me using this for card making. One reason is because it dries so quick. That's not dry, but it doesn't take long. We did it at the front for a customer one day to show them, and before they left, we were already able to rub it. They were shopping, and before they left the shop, we could rub our hand over it. So that is the Glimmer paste, and I'll show you the colors again. It is Nouveau Glimmer paste, and here's what you got. You've got the color Amethyst Purple, stunning. You got the color Blue Topaz. I'm not even a blue girl, but I love this. Look at the different colors in there. See that? That's gorgeous. I'll do that with the purple too. That is stunning. So pretty. And then we've got Black Diamond, which you think is solid black, but it's not. You see the mixture of colors? And then we've got Plum Spinel. Is that right? Spinel? Plum Spinel?
No, to ask a good question. Can you dry it with a heat gun?
Probably, but you're already wetting the paper.
Or would that make it more liquidy?
Well, you're already wetting the paper, and adding that heat will really warp it. Just be prepared for that. Just know if you're going to warp it, you're going to have to either, send it back into shape. But you can see here how it's kind of starting to do that because you're wetting the paper. You're wetting the cardstock. As it dries, it flattens a little bit, but not a whole lot. So just be aware of any warpage. But you could, but they really don't take long to dry. If you were doing a bunch of backgrounds, just do them, let them sit, and then come back a few hours later and turn them into cards or whatever you were doing with them. Then we also have we got these before. These are the Mousse, the Mises?
Mousse.
The Mousses?
I guess.
These are multiple mousse.
Multiple colors of mousse.
So this is toasted almond, mother of pearl. I went with very neutral colors on these for our inventory. The reason is I feel like you can get a lot more use out of these. This one's pure platinum, stunning. This one is black ash, and this one is Indian gold. Look how pretty this one is. Let's look at Indian gold. I think it'll show up on camera really good. So,
who was it? Angela is asking about whatever happened with the idea of a farmhouse stamp set.
The same thing that's always happened.
Were we ever able to pull that off?
I just don't know any sentiments for cards that go with farmhouse. Like we've tried. Mandy and I both talk about it all the time. We're like, what sentiments? Because see, I probably should say, like, when we make a stamp set, we really lean toward card makers. And I don't have any idea. Here's what happens. Elegant goes one way with farmhouse. Farmy goes another way. So it's like cows and chickens are one thing. But then what constitutes farmhouse is sometimes more like textures and antiques and stuff like that. It's really hard to turn that into a stamp. Like, I think that's why you don't see a lot of that out there. We see some things, barns and things like that. But it's like, what really constitutes farmhouse? That's where we struggle with it so much. And no, it hasn't happened because we still struggle with it.
So we had a question. What do you use the mousse for?
The same thing. If you want texture, if you want dimension, if you want... it's basically, if you're not a mixed media person, it kind of doesn't make perfect sense. But when you're a mixed media person and you like textures and you build upon, different textures on your surfaces and things like that, like Amanda. Has Brenda still got the mixed media box she did on her desk? If she does, I could show why and where you might use something like that.
We had one comment that wicked chickens lay deviled eggs.
Again, who would you send that to in a card? I'm serious about this. I'm asking for your help. The thing Mandy and I do when we're in her little office, when we make a stamp set, we go, okay, I'll tell you something that happened the other day. We have a stamp set coming out, and it's a saying that you've heard 1,000 times, and it's actually one that a friend of mine reminded me of not long ago, and we put that saying on there, and then I went, I'm never going to send that to someone in a card. I would never say that to them in that way. So we edited the saying to make sense for the card, because that's what we do. We just don't do a lot of stamps just to be stamping, and that's where I'm struggling with that farmhouse situation. And I love farmhouse. Y'all need to know this. I'm trying to do my house as farmhouse as I can, considering that it's nowhere near a farmhouse. It's nothing like a farmhouse. But I'm trying. Is that it? Okay. Let me show you a really good spot. This is something Brenda made years ago. She brought it in to show us not long ago. Do you see this space right here? This is a paste. She used it with a stencil to get this dimension. Can you see that dimension on there? And there's more back here. You can see all this dimension. She even stuck this down in the paste, this piece of lace. And then she used these kinds of sprays. This is something else. This is not the color she used, but like this gold and this blue you see on here is where she used a spray and rubbed it in and stuff like that. So that's where, when you do mixed media, that's the kind of places you would use that to create that dimension and that texture. I can't break this. We can't find these anymore. This was something she got years ago. And like here, she's rubbed some on and then put some spray so she can get some more dimension. Try to get it where it'll focus on it. That's pretty good. But that's a really good example of it. You can see right there in that spot is where it is the most seen. So it's good for mixed media if you're doing shadow boxes, if you're doing anything mixed media, if that makes sense. All right. So I've softened this up pretty good. They tell you on the packaging that if it's a little stodgy, kind of like Couture, if it's a little stodgy, you can loosen it with water. And I'm going to clarify. I said this the other day on a show, and somebody messaged me and said that I'm not saying that right, that you have to use a certain kind of water. But I'm going to read the back of this. It's like a blizzard. It doesn't fall out.
I was a little worried about that.
It says, For a textured finish, apply with a spatula. For a smooth finish, apply with a soft cloth. Embellishment mousse is water-based. Add water to soften the consistency of the mousse. It doesn't say a special water. Somebody may have picked that up as the way they do things. That may be a best practice for them.
So why do you stir the mousse?
To get it, when it's been packaged and it's been in here, it kind of sits and settles and congeals kind of firm. And you just stir it to get it to be moussey. Because if you don't stir it, it's not moussey when you open it. It's a little firm. The other thing that was a suggestion that I did like, I don't know who gave them this suggestion, but something they said was to take a little bit out and mix it with water a little at a time so you're not mixing here and you don't overwater. I find that with Couture, I will overwater in a second. I did that with Couture not long ago. All right, let's try this one out, this mousse. I'm going to take a little bit out of here. Oh, it's a nice consistency. See that? Nice and fluffy.
Even though you don't necessarily have to stir it,
you have to stir it.
Okay. You're
going to have to stir it because it's going to come to you firm. Not firm, but it's going to be settled and it needs a good stir. Let me think of a food or something that you would use at home. Like, when you get peanut butter and it has that oil on the top? This won't have that oil, but you have to stir that peanut butter to kind of get it in a good consistency.
Yeah.
Or what's another? Somebody think of something that would explain that.
Well, somebody said most folks wouldn't stir the mousse, but I don't know why you wouldn't.
Well, I mean, it's not moussey textured if you don't. That's how I do it. Maybe y'all can look. It's just
you're not a mixed media person, so.
But the other thing is, you couldn't. I'll show y'all with another one. Look at that. So pretty. It's so pretty. Let me show y'all. Look at this. It's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I can see using this on a wood shadow box like that. I would totally do that. Let me show you. Something else I should say to you guys. Mixed media is just that. You buy a product and you may use it one way and somebody else use it another. There's just so very few ways to mess up mixed media stuff. It's just, that's one thing about mixed media that's so cool. And if Brenda was here, she'd tell you, she doesn't use any products the way that they suggest. I have to dial her back. Let me tell you what she did, which y'all think this is so funny. Greek yogurt is a good example. How Greek yogurt settles, that's a perfect example. It settles, and then when you get it, you don't just scoop it straight out. You mix it to kind of fluff it. That's what I was just doing. Brenda the other day, and she does not think about this. She didn't even think about it. She was using this mousse, and what she liked to do, and you guys might be willing to do it, she took her, what are these things called right here? The blending sponges, the ink blending sponges from Ranger. She took those and put it on a thingy. I could show y'all.
On a thingy?
Hold on. She put it on one of these, and she used this to smear her mousse around. And I'm like, Brenda, that's not what that's for. She's like, it worked. I'm like, that's my girl. I like that attitude. It worked. It worked for her. So let me show y'all. Oh, I got all this wet stuff. Let me show y'all why. Let's open this one. So, I mean, has somebody told y'all not to stir it? Because look. Look. If I don't, look. It's not moussey. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could scrub and scrub and scrub, but when you stir it, it's much moussier. I'm still stirring it. This color is so pretty. I'm going to ruin one of my little things so y'all don't have to. Hold on. I'll ruin one so you don't have to. Is that my job?
Well,
who had that slogan? We do it so you don't have to. What is that? Somebody had it. We try it. What? Where's that from? Somebody will remember. This is what Brenda did. She took one of these guys. She rubbed it in here like this. It's pretty cool. Then she did this. Oh, wow. She's right. It's really nice. I was like, Brenda, look at that. That's really nice. And she also did it through a stencil. All my stencils are dirty, but we'll see what happens if I use this one again. Mixed media artist would do it right. She also did this through a stencil. You can kind of see that. See that? She is so unabashed. Like, it's like, that's the way I want to use it. That's the way I'm going to use it. Because, see, I would use ink You could totally use your inks. That would be beautiful. So I think these are a little too pricey to use these for. And I think that when they dry, they're kind of wasted. What I would do is go and get those makeup sponges. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Those sponges. You won't know. I looked at you like you would know. Makeup sponges that are the foamy ones. Or use the Nuvo ones. Hold on. Where's those Nuvo ones? Do I have them in here? Where are my Nuvo sponges? You know which ones I'm talking about? Look how good that looks. She's right. She's right. That's a beautiful way to apply that mousse. She's absolutely right about it. Look. That's stunning.
Yep.
So, do your thing. Do your thing. Now, see, I'm afraid this would dry firm, but she was talking about, she said it's water-based, so I would go try to wash it. I still don't think these are up for the job as much. But I'll tell you something I saw Naoka do. Oh, she's saying it right here. Naoka posted about the foam pads that work on chairs and stuff. You could use those if you wanted to. Whatever works. It's mixed media. You just can't mess it up. Probably some mixed media artists would disagree with me about that, but I'm not sure they would because I'll tell you one of my favorite if I'm going to watch mixed media, it's Jenny Belly. Do y'all know her? Have y'all ever watched her? And she takes trash and turns it into tools, and I think that's brilliant. Y'all need to check her out if you haven't watched her before. But these are good for card making as well. That's why I like the Nuvo products. I feel like I can comprehend them and I can figure them out for myself and make them work. We are going to have a mess to clean up today. All right, hang on. I want to show you the other colors. These are all our testers. If you come into the store and you ever want to try any of this stuff, that's what we have these testers for. I like having one, even for like the drops and stuff, so you guys can see what they look like. All right, this one is, what color is it? Toasted almond. Get in there. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. That would be a staple for me. I like that one. And then we already saw the gold. Yes, you can layer these colors. Just let them dry. Hunter's Habits. You would probably be a great mixed media artist. Seriously. There's a lot of freedom in it. And I think that's why a lot of people love it. There's just no mistake. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That color's pretty too. This one is Mother of Pearl. Oh, I can see that. Let me bring it up close.
Now,
it's pretty.
Just a question, and that's the man side of me thinking. Those pads that go on the blending tool, can they be washed out?
That's what Brenda was saying. I don't know that they could handle it, but we can try it.
I mean, they're just a sponge, right?
Well, they're pretty. I don't know. We'd have to try it. I don't want to say because I don't want anybody to say that I said you could. This one is called Pure Platinum. That's gorgeous, isn't it? I want to touch it. Oh, look. That's stunning. Really, really pretty. All right, so there's the new colors of that. The new colors of the Glimmer paste. I'm going to take these lids off so we can put the tester stickers on them. And then those are ready for us to show up front. And they're just so much, they really are fun to play with. Here's what I would suggest. If you're not a mixed media person, pick yourself a neutral color, something very neutral. This one right here, this toasted almond, a great neutral. A gold or a silver, maybe the platinum is another good neutral. And just try it out. If you don't like it, I'm sure you have a crafty friend that would take it. Somebody that's like, this wasn't for me, so I want you to try it. But it'll be a great way to test it out. Just get one, and if you like it, try it. So that's the Nuvo mousses, the new colors. I'm going to turn them over. The tops are cute, but they're not as cute as the colors. And then these are the Glimmer paste that we played with. Ooh, the lid's not on. There we go. And it's on my hands. Y'all love when I get stuff on my hands.
You hate it. They love it.
I don't love it. Y'all love it. Yesterday morning, I was painting at the house, and little bit got up. Addie got up, and she came over there for me to hold her, but I wanted to keep painting because y'all know, and I want her to like to paint. So I was painting and letting her watch me do it, and I handed her the sponge. I was using a sponge brush, and I handed it to her, and she did real good. And then my hands were full, and she took it. She took the little sponge brush. She went just like this. She had it in her hand like this. Can y'all see me in the camera? And she went And before I could get there, she grabbed it with her whole hand. I was like, oh no. I said, don't worry. You're going to have dirty hands. You're going
Connie
to be a
Woods
crafter.
wants me to tell you that she accidentally let her mini dash hound get pregnant.
Oh no. By who? Do we know
And
who?
she said puppy.
By
Dash hound
who?
puppy get pregnant. That's probably not good. So I don't know if she means accidentally that's a bad thing or whoop whoop, we're going to be having puppies. But
Platinum and gray together. This color's called black ash, but I can show you. Or is there another color, Jessica? Is there a gray that I don't have here with me? I'm not going to wash them immediately, but probably you do. Here's these two together. Black, ash, platinum. Do you know what it's going to be mixed with? Or is it going to be a mix? I was always afraid of my babies because you have to wait so long to get them.
excuse me.
Are they neutered? Neutered is dogs, right? Spayed is cats, right? Oh, buy another mini. They're going to be cute. But I was always afraid of that because my girls will get out of the fence. Because I'm going to tell you something. My weenie dog, we have a 100-pound lab. He has never escaped the fence.
Never.
Not
dug out.
one time. He doesn't dig. He doesn't chew. He doesn't do anything. Those weenie dogs have dug and dug and dug. We have literally gone and gotten those big, huge cross ties and put them around our fence to keep them from digging out. And it didn't help.
Man, I'm still yawning. I'm sorry.
And it didn't help. They still dig out.
They do.
So I was always worried that would help to them too. Oh, gunmetal. Where was the gunmetal? Did I not open it? Toasted almond. I did have gunmetal in here, didn't I? Did I not? I thought I said gunmetal. Did I drop it? Because I did drop some.
Is it right there?
This one's called black ash.
Right here.
No, this is gold. Indian gold. Maybe I said gunmetal last time. Y'all see if I have gunmetal. How would you color the white paste? I would use one of these spray misters and color it. That's what it is. She saw it on the product listing. Okay, this is gunmetal. Sorry, y'all. I was confused. I knew I had said gunmetal before. There's gunmetal. It's darker, and this is platinum. There you go. In person, okay. Look at that on camera, Vance. Can you see it yet? Because I want to see if you agree before I say this. All right, can you see it?
Yeah, you're opening the platinum one right now.
Okay, give it a second. I want to see if he agrees with me.
Okay.
All right, look at it there on camera. Now, do you think the gunmetal's darker in real life?
Yes.
Yeah. On camera, they're blending together. In real life, the gunmetal's darker.
The gunmetal's several shades darker.
Several?
Yeah, I mean, I would say at least.
I think the lights are
shades.
washing it out. Let me do this. Let's see if this will help. If I come down here, that helps a little. I'll put the black next to it too. It is here. It's much more obvious. So, just to let you know. Okay, Shirley's crazy. I think she said. Oh, Jenny Belly. Jeannie Belly. That's her name. The one that I love to watch mixed media. She does beautiful stuff. Dachshunds were bred to dig. You're 100% right. And guess what they do? They dig.
Mine dig.
Our little baby, not our baby, our oldest one, the mama, she digs
She don't even have
so
any
much.
front claws.
I don't have to get her front claws clipped, and she will dig so much this summer that she tricked us one time. We hadn't had her very long, and she came in the house and she was limping like crazy. And I was really concerned because I thought she had hurt her shoulders. It was her front legs that were bothering her. And so we took her to the vet, and our doctor held her, rubbed her, did her legs like this, up and down, wiggled her, blah, blah. He said, I don't see anything. He saw her limping too, because she would limp. He's like, I don't see anything. And he was like, take her home, give her a day or two. Maybe she has arthritis. Maybe she's tweaked something. Let's see what happens. 2 days later, she was like, nothing had ever happened.
Yep.
So we went for about 6 months, and it happened again. And we could not figure out what it was. Well, I was holding her one day, and I was looking at her feet because she had been digging. and she had dug her nails into the quick is what she done. And she was limping because of that. And we thought she had something wrong with her shoulders. And even the doctor didn't see it. And we found it after. So now she'll come in and I'll go, "You've been over digging," and I'll look at her little paws and they'll be and there's nothing you can do about it. They dig. She says, "My mini grandpuppy can escape Alcatraz." It's 100% true.
Eating his way out of a crate.
Our girls do not escape their crates. They don't.
No. Well, they're metal.
It may be the kind of crates we have, but they don't escape their crates. But I love dogs.
Now, they will rip a dog bed to shreds.
I don't know what it is about them. I try to give them nice bedding and nice comfy places to lay. And I think sometimes, because y'all know how this is, sometimes they won't tear up their beds. And then all of a sudden, there'll be 2 beds torn up. Like 2 of them will do it. And I told Vince, I said, I think sometimes this is how they punish me. They get at me for something I've done. Like they don't like something I've done, or
now,
maybe
Kathy
I've made
Champion
a decision.
Made a good comment. She says she can't wait for the June challenge to be announced.
I'm sorry, Kathy. I'm just talking. I just missed y'all. I just want to talk. Listen, don't feel bad. Last night I almost forgot to give out certificates to our VBS kids. I almost skipped the whole point of the program. I did. First off, let's give out the prize for the May is for Makers. May is for Makers. Let's give that out. So, look what they do for me. Look. A note from Amanda on the back. They're so good to me. Look. Okay. May is for Making winner. If you remember, May is for Making. We had a Linky party on a blog post. You made a project brand new in May. We wanted to get you making. We wanted to dust off your creativity. And we put $100 gift card as the giveaway. Isn't that right? I think it is. $100 gift card. And our winner's name is right under my hand right here. And we're really excited about it. Are you ready for this? Boom. Emily Granby, you won our $100 gift card. Now, I have not looked to see how many entries we had. Shannon or Amanda, look and see how many we had so I can tell them. We had a lot of entries. And I'm super, super excited about it. Because what that means is you guys started crafting in May. Now, you might have been crafting all along, but the point was to get you guys to open the boxes, to take the things out, to try them, to make something, to try something different, which is what I'm doing with my purse, which I am going to finish, by the way. I think Saturday is another purse video, but I wanted to do something different, right? And so that's how I did that. And then, trying to see if they're saying anything. So congratulations to Emily Granby. She has won a $100 gift card to the store. Everybody's going to say congratulations. And I'm just looking for that number if it pops up. Somebody tell us if it does. I don't know what Emily made. You can go check it out on our Linky party. Anytime, I want to say this because a lot of people tell me we want to see what won. Anytime we do an art contest, we never judge the art. Art is subjective and art is personal. And we never judge your art. We do everything random. Entering is hard enough. Taking a photo of your art and putting it out there is hard enough. I can't imagine choosing somebody's over somebody else's because every piece of art is so good. I don't care who does it. It's good. You did it. It's good. And so we never judge the art itself. We just do a random drawing. I'm always happy with that. So I'm still looking. I don't see it. Congrats. All right. That is our May. That was May all done. Let's talk about a couple of Craft Acropolis notes. It's one note, okay? If you're coming to Craft Acropolis, the tables are $139 for your weekend at the table. You also get some stuff with that. You get a 4x6 stamp set of your choice that you'll come to the store and pick out. So in your ticket price, you get a 4x6 stamp set. You also get snacks and water. We're going to have that at the place that's included in your price. But you also get a t-shirt, and it will be Craft Acropolis exclusive t-shirt. It won't be sold in the store unless we have a few left over, but we shouldn't because we're ordering them for the students. But you also get a t-shirt. Oh, we had 669 entries. And Emily entered more than one. That's amazing. 669 entries in May. That makes me very happy. So, in order to get a t-shirt, There's nothing we can do about this because they have to be created. They have to be made. You must buy your Craft Acropolis tickets by July 19th. Amanda and I were talking about this yesterday, and she was getting a lot of emails in about sizes for t-shirts. And then she was like, you know what? I can't let this run out past the t-shirt company said we need them by this date. So if you're coming to Craft Acropolis, and I hope you are, it's going to be so fun. I'm looking forward to Craft Acropolis because it's going to be an event where I have a little more time to hang out with folks.
Well, you'll have a lot more freedom because you're only teaching, is it one class a day?
One class a day. Is it? Yeah, one class a day. Yeah. So I have more time to hang out with folks, which I'm excited about that. And I'll get to craft, at the table with.
Right alongside folks.
How cool is it going to be to get to craft with my viewers? Like to literally sit there and make things with that's going to be so cool. And we have so much planned for you guys. I think you're going to enjoy it. And just make sure you get your tickets before July 19th. If you want more information about it, look on our website under Craft Acropolis. And I think Amanda just put the link right there. So it's the Craft Acropolis link. It's super fun. It's going to be super fun. So come join us there. All right. You want to know what June is? Do not judge my graphic. Mandy was not here. I had to do this on my own.
Is that your testimony up front?
This is my disclaimer. This graphic was done by me, by myself. That is why it looks janky. That's okay. I do janky. June is for generosity. Okay? June is for generosity. Now, let me talk to you about it. Couple things. I want to encourage this. I want you to do this.
Super chat.
Here, oh, thank you so much. Ready? Oh, I forget. We can do it over here now. So June is for generosity. Here's the situation. We are building a linky party for you guys now so you can put pictures in. And at any time from today on, you can add pictures. But here's the thing. So many times we make projects or we make cards or we make crafts and we have intentions of giving them to people to just give them a gift. And instead, we hold on to them out of fear that they'll think it's not good enough or that we didn't do a good enough job. For example, this is beautiful. But Amory made this mini album and boldly mailed it to me. Although there's no shame in her game. There's no shame in anyone's game with crafting as far as I'm concerned. She mailed this to me and she made it and she's very generous. This is a generous gift. Is it not?
It's wonderful.
The time, the effort, the supplies, everything she put into this. This is so generous. What I want you guys to do in the month of June, and it may be one problem, okay? Thank you, Kathy. She said it's not janky. One problem, maybe one project. I want you to create a thing or things, and I want you to give them away. Be generous. It might not even be creating. You just may have an overflow of craft things in your stash, and you want to share it with somebody. I'm challenging you to find a place in your area. Someone will take it. Daycares, churches, senior centers. And it doesn't have to be giveaway craft supplies. I'm just saying if you're not comfortable crafting and giving it away, try sharing supplies with somebody. This month, at least one time, be generous with your crafting. So, for example, if you make Post-it note holders, give them to people. Don't hold on to them. Don't think they're not good enough. It is so fun to see. Look, 5 people may not get it, but one person will get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I show Vince. If I make it, he goes crazy over it. And that's why I show him every single thing I make.
That's not 100% true.
Never matters. It never matters.
I'm always impressed with what you do.
Come into your microphone.
Your skill always blows my mind. So,
but what I'm saying is, you always appreciate what I make, even if it's not better than the last or whatever. You always appreciate that I took the time to make it.
Yeah, try. That's the whole secret. Yes, I could go to Walmart and buy a card and, but the thought is you created it for me or you created it for whoever you give it to. And that has a lot more value, especially if the person is sentimental at all. It means more to them.
But what I want you to realize is this. It doesn't matter if they take... I was having this conversation with somebody the other day. I think my crafty friends will get this. They were talking about that they have a hard time giving projects to people because people don't appreciate them. Like people don't save cards or we don't, some people don't receive things the way you want them to. And I said, and I want to say this to you guys, for me, I don't get the joy out of how it's received. I get the joy out of making it. For me, my reward is the time I get to spend making it. If they take it and don't receive it, if they don't understand it, that's fine. But my joy came from gluing and pasting and cutting and thinking of them and it's like this. Okay. It's going to sound biblical, but I'm going to do this. Okay. God loves a cheerful giver.
That's right.
Okay?
Somebody even posted that.
So the thing is, how it's received is not as important as how it's given.
That's right.
So this month, I want you to make something and give it.
Now, Denise asked, does it have to be a paper craft? Because
No.
she says she crochets.
No, it does not. Making. Just like we started in May with making. We have a theme for every month throughout the year. What do y'all think July's is? You can guess. I wait all year for July and the rest of the year. But so May was for making. I wanted to get you making. So now you've been making stuff. Now let's be generous with what we've made. Let's give some stuff away. Let's make for other people. And again, I get more joy. Like, I don't have a clue. This little card we made today, I don't have a clue who this card would go to. It's very generic. It could go to just about anybody. My joy was in making it. I had so much fun coloring that little guy, making this little card, being with you guys when I did it. That's where the joy came from. If someone gets it and goes, oh, that's really cute, ha ha ha, and they decide it's not for them to keep, that's up to them. I enjoyed the process, and I hope you guys can be that way too. Like I said, I was having this discussion with some folks that were here the other day, and they agreed. But it is nice when you give something and somebody really, like, for example, when somebody gives something like this beautiful, time-consuming album, and you get it and you go, wow, this took some time. It did. This is extremely generous.
I mean, because you are a crafter, you can look at that and see and understand how much time and how much effort it took to put that together and then to send it to you. I mean, that's awesome. Now, I do want to say this, because Chloe asked, could we give a shout out to her mom? They watch us every week, and today is her mom's birthday. So happy birthday, Debbie.
Happy birthday, Deb.
We're
call you
very
Deb
excited.
because we're friends like that. So I call you Deb. Other people call you Debbie, but
Thanks
we're friends.
for watching every week, and we hope today is a super blessed day.
I do hope
birthday.
It's a good day, and you need to eat some cake and some ice cream, some Camtono.
You and this Camtono thing.
Who said that? Who said that about Debbie?
Chloe,
email Amanda and give me your mailing address. I'm going to sign this and send it to Debbie for her birthday. We made a birthday card today.
Why not?
Of course. Let's send this to Debbie. Look, I'm being generous. Now, Debbie, you can't judge it.
Don't be all judgmental.
Don't be judgmental, because it's probably crooked, and but don't be judging. But email Amanda at Maymay Made It and give us a mailing address that we can send this to, and we'll sign this and send it out to her. I love that. So don't be judgmental. Happy birthday, Debbie. Anyway, that's the point of this month. Be generous. Now, I'm also going to bring this into play. Be generous in your speech. I want you to work really hard this month on being generous in your speech.
And your comments.
And that's what I mean. Texting, commenting, okay, I don't just mean when you say something, be nice. I want to make sure I say that. I mean, if you're watching a video and you see something you can write a positive comment about, do it. Because what happens is, y'all know this is true, this is going to be around the bout. It's going to sound crazy, but here's the deal. My mom was having knee surgery the first time when she was very young. 53, I think, was her first one. And she went online and started Googling knee replacement surgery and all the reviews that were out there. And she was like, they're so bad. They're so bad. I said, Mama, mad people comment more than happy people. Happy people are living their life and ain't got time for that. They're being like Abby. They're living their life. They ain't got time. So we think positive things, but we never share it. We don't put it out into the world. We don't put it into someone's, love bank. We're not making deposits, if that makes sense. So spend some time this month focusing. And I think if it takes 21 days to make a habit. So if you started to not every day, I don't know if you can do it every day, but if every time you watch a video, there was something nice you could say about the video, say it. Because what happens is, if we can have so many positive comments, then when people go in and people do read the comments, when they go into the comment section, they'll be like, wow, her viewers are so nice, or their viewers are so nice, or,
yeah.
And think what you're doing for those creators. Listen, YouTube burnout is huge. It is huge. Social media burnout is huge. And people just get to the point where they're like, I'm just tired of doing this. I'm going to go back and do something else. I'm not going to do this anymore. And I don't want to be that person. And I don't want any of my crafty friends to be that person. We've worked so hard to build this crafty community. And we need to show the generosity that's in our community. So give something you made and be generous with your kindness. Be generous with your kindness. Sometimes even at Walmart, one day, my kids are like this. My kids are very, very, and this is not a reflection of me. My kids are they're very good gentlemen. Vince has done a good job of raising gentlemen. He has. We've tried to do my mama's method, which is don't raise jerks. That's what she's just don't raise jerks.
I don't want to raise a jerk.
Just don't raise jerks. But we were at Walmart one day, and there was a sweet lady. I don't know if she was sweet. It was a lady. I don't know her personality. I don't know anything about her. But she was in a buggy, and she had her leg in a cast or something, and she had a buggy full of groceries. And Thomas said, I should go help her unload those. I said, yeah, you should. And he went and did it. Like, there was no question. He helped her unload her groceries. And when he came back, he said, she was very nice to me. You know, she talked to him and everything. He didn't do that for any reason except I should do that. It would be nice. He wasn't asking. You guys don't even know he did it. I didn't post it on social media. I didn't go, look what Thomas did on his own, blah, blah, blah. Just be kind. Be generous in June. And I want you to be generous 24/7, 365, but we want to focus on it here. Somebody shared scripture?
Yep. Pleasant words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul, from Proverbs.
That's right. The other thing, let's get real for a second. And this is going to get heavy. I'm going to be honest with you about this. Sometimes a person is at the end of their rope, okay? Literally at the end of their rope. And the next thing said to them makes all the difference in the world. And sometimes we can be so selfish that we don't think about that in another person's life. And instead of saying, you know what, I just want to encourage you today. Instead of saying that, we say something like, you parked over the line in that parking place. Learn how to park. And we don't know what that person just got, what they've gone through to get there. We don't know if when they pulled in, they were crying so hard they couldn't even see the lines. You know what I'm saying? So instead of being so negative, be someone's positive. I want to tell y'all this little story real quick. This week at VBS, this is the first time I've directed VBS at our church. I have been involved in VBS for years. My mother is an excellent VBS director. I learned everything from her. But I've been doing this VBS, and there's a lady that goes to our church who's been there for years before me, been there a long, long time. And I kept telling everybody, we're doing stuff different. And I was nervous because people don't like change, especially in church. People don't like change. And so every night she would come up to me and she would say to me, this is so great. You're doing such a good job. I really enjoy it. My kids are enjoying it. Every night she would do it. And last night she came up to hug me to say bye. And she did it again. And I said her name. I won't say it right now. I said her name and I said, you have been such a supporter and encourager this week. And she went, what? I said, you have no idea. I said, every night I'll tell Vince, she said this, she said that. And she was like, well, I've just really enjoyed it. And I said, you don't understand. Your words every night when I'm exhausted and I'm tired and I've done this and that and the other, and I go to walk out the door and you come up and hug me and go, it's just great. It's just great. It's just been great. And that has literally been the fuel I needed for the next day. You just don't know how important that is. So please be generous this month in your words, in your deeds, in your actions, and in your crafting.
All the above.
All the above. Okay. Kathy says, what do you remember the most? The love and compliments that are given, or do you remember the ugly things the one does for you? For me, it's always the compliments. The funny thing is this, I struggle with having the negative comments explode at me. Like, there'll be 50 positive comments, and then there's that one that gets me. And that's my own issue. That's not someone else's issue. But my thing is, I'm telling you this because other people are in the same boat. And so we need to drown out the negativity.
Yep.
That's it. No one can have too much encouragement. You're right. Dr. David Jeremiah is currently doing a series on slaying the giants. Today was about discouragement. Doesn't he have a podcast on slaying the giants? Mm-hmm. I love David Jeremiah.
He's awesome.
He's really good. Okay. So that's where this came from. It also comes from the fact that we've encouraged you to make, now give it away. Make it and give it away. Actually, what was it? What was the no, the tagline, you did it. The tagline for this month is take what you make and give it away. That's the tagline. I didn't put it on here, but I'll have it on here. Take what you make and give it away. Oh, the Band-Aid story. Y'all listen. So Joseph, this is awful actually. So I had my house painted. I told y'all that. My cousin was painting it, and I had some cake plates on my bar, which I shouldn't have had them where they were. It wasn't his fault. This just happens. One fell off. It broke. It's not the end of the world. But I put it in a trash bag. And I said to Joseph, there's a broken piece of glass in that trash bag. Be careful taking it to the trash can. So he goes downstairs. He comes back up and he's like, that trash bag cut my leg and cut a hole in my shorts. And I went, before you walked out, I said, there is glass in that trash bag. So we look at his leg, and it's a pretty serious cut. It's pretty bad. I thought it needed stitches. But I'm that mama, okay? So don't laugh, Vince. I'm that mama. So I have him laying on the couch with his leg in the air, trying to make it stop bleeding, which it stopped in no time. He's had much worse cuts, but I was just panicking. So it stops bleeding. Well, fortunately, Taylor was there, my daughter-in-law, right? And she's certified in first aid and CPR, and so she's like,
her mother's a nurse.
Her mom's a nurse. Worst case scenario, I take him to Judy and she'll tell me. But anyway, I was like, what do we do? And she said, let me look at it. So Taylor came and looked at it, and she was like, okay, it needs a butterfly Band-Aid, but it'll be fine, blah, blah. And Taylor had recently cut herself worse than that too, by the way. And I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. So Joe's laying on the couch with his leg in the air. She comes up. And you're gonna think this is funny when I tell you what Taylor said afterwards. She decides to put liquid Band-Aid in it. Now, we've had experiences with liquid Band-Aid. This stuff burns, right? So first off, Joe talked everybody out of every other cure they had. You wanted to pour alcohol in it. This one wanted to pour hydrogen. He was like, no. He trusted Taylor.
Look.
So Taylor puts that liquid Band-Aid on that cut. And he starts to yell, and he ramps up. His yell goes from like, to like, he is screaming, and he is squeezing my hand so
he is the queen
hard
of drama.
And it is, oh my gosh, he is squeezing my hand so hard. And Taylor is just
you would have thought he was dying.
But Taylor just kept putting it on. She didn't change her pace. She didn't change anything about herself, nothing. And I was like, stop screaming in her ear. Stop screaming in her ear. And he screamed and screamed. Then he stopped, and then he just held my hand and just squeezed it. That stuff burns, by the way. 100%.
It does burn.
100%. So anyway, now he has this cut on his leg. And everything is affected by it. Everything. He can't sit, he can't walk, he can't do anything. And it's not the cut, it's the glue that's holding it together reminds him that it's there, right? So the next day, I say to Taylor, you did that so good when Joe was just screaming right in your ear. Because they were laughing at how not calm I am. And I was like, how can you be so calm? And she said, he yelled? And I went, Taylor. She said, I said, he screamed bloody murder in your ear. And she said, I don't even remember that. I was like, that's why you are a good first aid person. You were calm. You didn't let the environment affect you.
Yes, Joe is the baby.
And I was running around like, he's going to bleed to death.
You might say he's a little soft.
No, he's not. I am. He's not. That's not a fair statement. He's not. I am toward him. That's the problem.
Well, let me rephrase it. Maymay has made Joe a little
No, I have
soft.
not. That is not fair. Be honest, he's not soft. He's not soft. That's not a fair statement.
You may be interpreting it different than what I'm saying.
His problem is me. I'm his problem. He tries to be like everybody else, but I'm the one who's going,
can we all turn the cameras on you that you
I think we need stitches.
You're Joe's problem?
Anyway, so Taylor's like, he yelled, and I was like, you didn't hear that. She's like, no. She was absolutely the calmest thing I've ever seen.
I believe Jared heard Joe yell in Texas.
I do too.
I don't think I've ever heard him yell as loud.
Me either. So since then, I want y'all to know, this is the thing. So he's been wearing a Band-Aid over it with the liquid Band-Aid. Cleaning the liquid Band-Aid, you have to clean that because it gets, you have to clean it. So we've been cleaning it, So every morning I get an update on how much blood is on the Band-Aid. Now I want y'all to know something. Now I panicked about it, okay? It's a regular Band-Aid that he's using. So this is showing you how little blood is getting on it. And he'll go, there were 2 dots last night. I'm like, okay. So 2 dots of blood last night. Then yesterday, there was 1 dot. So after VBS last night, we got home and he said, look, you can hardly even see that dot. We have been monitoring this thing like he almost cut his leg off. He did not. But I'm the problem.
Okay. So let's go back and get off Joe's
I just think it's funny, and y'all love that kind of funny
gash
stuff.
wound.
He doesn't have a gash.
In his leg. It was a flesh wound.
It was a scratch. It was
Barely.
deeper than that. It was deeper than that. It was deeper than that.
Anyway, how do people participate in June is for Generosity? Do they put a picture up of what they're giving away?
But listen, don't put it on our customer gallery. Customer gallery, you can put it there, but that's not where the entry is. You're going to put it in two places if you want. Noga said he's the baby and the last out of the nest. We don't want to let him go. I don't want to let him go. So we'll have a blog post link for you guys that we'll come back and put in here. Shannon was working on it while we were doing the live show. And it's called a Linky Party. And what you do, I showed you last time how to use it. You just go in there, click add your picture, and you just fill in the blanks and your picture will pop up. And that's where we find the super close. He was almost an amputee.
I promise.
Look at Keisha. He almost lost his leg. You know what Vince did? Pour alcohol in it.
I promise the cut is about that big. I mean,
yes, there is a contest for
It's
June.
about an inch long.
It's not big at all.
And you know, when I was growing up, my mother and my daddy, if I had a wreck on my bicycle and scratched my leg up, they poured alcohol in it. I screamed bloody murder, and they blew on it to cool it off.
If your mother was here, she would argue with you about that.
No, she would.
Yes, she would, because she would remind you that she had stock in Campho-Phenique.
Oh, she did, but that didn't go on till after she had rinsed the wound out with pure alcohol. And I cried and screamed, and she blew on it till it cooled off.
Amanda said somebody asked if they can give something that's already been given this month. If they made it this month, yes. Well, yes, yes.
What's that stuff your dad used to rub on that was colored? It was
iodine?
Iodine. You don't think that burned?
It does burn.
Uh-huh. A lot worse than alcohol.
Who used to do that? My dad?
Yes.
When? Daddy was a golden seal guy.
Yeah.
He used golden seal. My papa was a salt man.
Poured salt in it. Yeah, alcohol ain't nothing compared to them old timers, what they used to do.
They want us to get off this subject. They really, no one said that.
What they want us to do is go home.
All right, what they want to know is what's the prize for this month? Look over there.
I can still hear.
Look up there.
I'll look away.
What is that? The prize is a $100 gift card to Maymay Made It.
Oh.
Look over there. That's what the prize is. Vinny, but did it ever get infected? See,
nope.
Alcohol kills everything.
That's right. Hey, look, this was the ritual. You got alcohol, then you got hydrogen peroxide, and then you got bathed in Campho-Phenique every time.
Okay, Mercurocone, my grandmother used. How do you say that one Robin said? My mother used methylate. Methylate. That's how you say it. Methylate. Who used to use that?
Oh, that's what my oh, Lord have mercy.
Mercurocone.
Back in the day, we got tortured when we had a wound. It wasn't like all this stuff we do today.
Vera Blue said she missed where we send the pic to. We will come back and put a blog post under this video so you can just click on it, but it'll be a blog post where you link it in. Oh. They used that liquid skin instead of stitches. That's what they would have done for Joe if I took him to the emergency room. They probably would have laughed at me first. Because I did think, what are they going to say at the emergency room if I show it with him with this cut?
They're going to say,
that's enough,
yes,
Mama.
We'll take your money, but go home. The emergency room is for emergencies.
What's an emergency? Ow! Sorry, my leg was itching. We did, and it sticks. I think that's the stuff.
The worst burn I've ever experienced in my life was when I nicked my face shaving, and my dad brought me that stick that's alcohol and rubbed it on there to make it stop bleeding.
Did you scream?
I did.
As loud as Joe?
And they blew on it until it got cool.
Do you remember when Josh, listen, did I ever tell you about Josh getting his shots? When when Josh came to live with us, I had to learn, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. I had to learn how to do like vaccinations. I'd never done any of that stuff. So it's time for Josh to start kindergarten. So I take him to the doctor to get his shots, and he has to get 2. It might've been 3 shots he had to get that day. And I'd never been with Josh to the doctor. This was all new. Just me and Josh. He was
Josh
what?
Did not like shots.
What was Josh? He was going to kindergarten. No, he was going in first grade. So he was 6, 7, something like that.
Him and Joe were very similar when it comes to vaccination.
So he's sitting on that table, and that nurse comes in the room. She goes, all right, you got to get 3 shots. And he's already panicking. She put that shot in his arm. Listen. She put that shot in his arm. He screamed. He screamed so loud. Oh, yeah. The nurse sat back and looked at him, and she's like, it's not that bad. He said, it hurt so bad. And when we went to leave, he had screamed so loud. Listen, to leave. He was walking out, and other kids were like,
are you okay, dude?
They were like, I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. Okay, wait. The white stick thing.
Miss Joan wants to know, do you go to the emergency room for a paper cut?
I don't for me. If I'd have got that cut, I'd have sucked it up. But it was Joe. It's different.
Screamed like Home Alone.
Look, let me tell y'all this. You'll also love this. You want to hear Mama's story. So last night, Thomas was so sweet. He said, at the first of VBS, he said, are you going to do offering contest? I said, yes. We do a contest where we give to missions our offering from VBS. And so the girls versus the boys by weight compete. And yeah. So he said, I tell you what, whoever wins, boys or girls, they can throw water balloons at me. And I was like, okay. So he was doing that. Well, the boys won. So last night they had he probably bought them, I bet there was 500 or 600 balloons in that cooler that they threw at him. It was so many balloons. So they're all out there throwing them. Well, this one kid was an older kid, like 5th grade kid. He was a big boy. And he had these balloons, and he was getting real close to Thomas, and he was pelting him with them, and he must have thrown 5 of them, and I didn't realize what had happened. Jennifer told me afterwards what happened, but I went, hey, and I yelled at him. I was like, that's enough. I'm like, that's a real person you're throwing this at. And he turned around and said, it ain't baseball. And so he stops and he walks off. Jennifer goes, Mama kicked in. I was like, he was pelting him. So afterwards I went up to the little boy and I said, you play baseball? He's like, no, ma'am. I said, you play football? He's like, yeah. I said, that's a quarterback arm right there. I said, you can throw that. He was pelting him. And then I said to Thomas, because I thought it hurt. And he was like, it didn't hurt. He's like,
it's a water balloon.
He said, it didn't hurt. But here's the thing. When they'd hit him, he'd act. You know what I'm saying? To make them think they were hurting him. And so when it was over with, I said, did that hurt? And he went just like this. You're going to crack up. He said, no, only one of them hurt. He said, somebody threw one and hit me right in the back of the neck. And his girlfriend, Jenna, went like this. Oh, my bad. That was me. It was so funny. Can someone please post the link of the video where Maymay showed us how to do the linky link? Yes, we can. Amanda, that is last month's video on
Cheryl,
May is for Making.
Joe is going into the 9th grade.
No, he's not. He's going in the 10th grade.
No, it's his first year of high school.
No. He was a 9th grader last year.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Do we need to ask him? So bad. We're the worst parents in the world.
I think it was 8th grade.
I think he's going in 10th.
No. He's got 4 years of high school left.
He's only an 8th grader. He's 15, babe.
He's going into the 9th grade.
Are you sure?
No.
I'm not either. This is
Could
bad. We're the worst parents, and we're live on YouTube right now.
Telling the world we don't know what grade our child is in.
Oh, my goodness. I'm waiting to see if she puts that.
Oh, how the time flies by.
It really does fly by. I'm not looking forward to empty nest. I don't think we'll ever have an empty nest. We just keep going. Y'all come on back. Come on back. Come back.
Come on back now, you hear?
Come back. A sign of old age. Jill said, sign of old age. It is.
Jennifer said, does Amanda know?
Look, Kathy's like, come on, parents. Amanda probably does know. She probably does. I promise you, I think he's going in 10th grade. Maybe not.
Yeah, excuse me, son. What grade are you in? Here, let me
Look,
just text
Kathy's like, Amanda, what grade is Joe in?
Let me text Joe and ask him. Let's see which one of us
Look,
is right.
Susan, come on. Could you remember all your kids' grades? Because I can't. He makes good grades. We're really lucky. The only thing Joe struggles with his mouth. Can y'all imagine that? Where's he get that from?
He's 4 years behind Thomas. So, what?
I'm sorry. My hand had a cramp. This was a cramp.
He's 4 years behind Thomas, so he has to be going into the 9th grade.
I was hoping he was in the 10th.
No, I'm wrong. He's going into the 10th.
Yay, I'm right. Now, is he going to say, I can't believe you don't know?
hopefully not.
Tell him we're live on YouTube arguing over what year he is. Cheryl said, didn't mean to start a spat. Oh, Brenda wasn't looking for an empty nest, but loves it. Listen, my cousin, he posted about it when it happened. And now he and his wife go do all kinds of fun things together and they have a great time. And I'm like, maybe that'll happen for us. Amanda says she doesn't know, but she died laughing because she should know. Just know we have 3 more years before we have to do all that graduation stuff we just got through. Because poor Amanda had to help do all of it.
In the text message, I said, we are live on YouTube arguing what grade. For the record, I was wrong.
Yay, I was right. Amanda was about to text Thomas. That would have been about the right thing. Oh, you don't have to. You need Joe's number. Anyway, that was funny.
Poor Vinny. Lost again. Yep.
How do you get a poor Vinny in every
That's what Keisha said. Poor Vinny. Lost again.
We got to go. It's 2:30. We got to have prayer together. Anyway, we'll come back and put the link. It may be a minute because I'm not sure if Shannon is struggling with it or not. She did it last month, but it was the first time she's ever done that before. So I may need to go help her build the linky party, and then we'll put it into the blog post and we'll put it into the description here. But don't worry, because I'm going to do a separate video explaining this for people that don't watch the Craft After Show. I can't imagine why they don't watch the Craft After Show, but it can't be anything about all this that we do. But I'm going to do a separate video on it too, and that way I can show how to do that in that video. And yeah, so. Oh, Amanda's got more couth than us. I know his number. I wasn't going to ask him. It would be rude. It wouldn't have been as rude coming from you as it is Uncle Vince.
I don't mind. I ask him.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. So if
my logic was good, though, because, I mean, he's 4 years younger than Thomas. Thomas just graduated. That makes him, my math was wrong.
Okay. Donna, yes. She says, so if we made something in May, can we give it away now or do you have to make something new? You don't have to make something new. If you made it in May, this is just giveaway. Be generous. You don't have to make it. You don't have to make it this month. Although that'd be awesome, but you don't have to. My jaws hurt. Do yours?
Well, I haven't been talking near as much as you, but.
Now y'all can pour Vinny in because it's going to be rough.
I'm finna get beat down.
Oh, my gosh.
We hope you guys have a blessed, wonderful day. And Maymay's going to close us out in a word of prayer. And then in just a few seconds, it's not quite a few seconds, in 30 minutes, the stamp reveal shows up.
Oh, I had to show him that card. Do you want to get it?
I don't know where it's at.
It's right there on my desk. The one I showed you this morning. I promised I'd show you the card. All right, we're going to have prayer together. We have prayer for you guys and anybody who's watching or anybody who might watch later. But if you have specific prayer requests you would like prayer for, the best thing to do is to go to our Facebook group called Hide His Word in My Heart and put your prayer request in there so we can capture it and have it in one place so we can be praying for and with you guys.
You going to call it?
Mm-hmm, I will. Y'all want to see? Should I show this first and then pray? Pray and then show this.
Whatever.
All right. I told y'all that this little stamp set coordinates this month. I'm only going to show you this. That's all I'm showing you. You have to see the rest later. I'm not even showing the inside of this. You'll have to see the rest later. But how stinking cute.
It's only 30 minutes from now.
It's only 30 minutes. Look, I put crystal glaze on it too. I'm all about it. There it is. That's all I'm showing you. All right. Now it's got to go away. There we go. All right. Oh, I put it in stuff. I'm trying to be cute. Okay. Let's have prayer together.
Okay.
God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for giving us the ability to just come together and just laugh about life and the things that we all deal with every day. Thank you for this time that we were able to just escape our problems and anything we might be, have pressing or working toward. Just thank you for these moments of refreshing. I appreciate it so much. And you've been showing me refreshing moments a lot today, and it's been very, very uplifting for me. Thank you for these viewers, for these that are willing to be generous in June and that are going to give with a cheerful heart. I'm so grateful. I pray, God, that you'll give everybody direction as to where they need to give, what they need to give, and how they need to give. And I pray that you'll You'll guide them in their giving so that they don't overgive or outgive what you want them to, although I know we cannot outgive you. And so, God, I just thank you for that opportunity. For any that are sick, that are going through financial troubles, that are going through marital troubles, that are having trouble with children or family members, that are going through any sort of valley, God, I pray that you're with them and that you touch them in a very special way. For those in our own immediate family that are going through situations, you know who they are and what they're going through, and we pray a special prayer for them today. And we pray also for Darren, for Samantha's dad, that he'll be doing much better really soon. We pray for all that's coming up in the next week. I know a lot of people are traveling and a lot of people have a lot of things going on for the summer. I just pray that you'll be right there with them in those things. God, if anyone's watching today and they hear this prayer and they wonder anything about you, if we can plant a seed, God, I pray that you will harvest that seed and you will see it through to fruition, and that they will become believers and be saved and accept Jesus as their Lord and Savior. And I pray, God, that you can start that right here in this moment when they're starting to watch today. I thank you for that opportunity, for having this platform. I thank you for people being able to hear your word and hear how your children, how they react in situations. I appreciate that we have that opportunity. Thank you again for everything you do for us. We couldn't possibly thank you enough. And for everyone that's here today, I just want to say all of these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So you saw it. You saw the stamp set. Oh, please don't burn out on us. It's not going to happen. Thursdays keep me going.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
I
love
good time.
These days. I love laughing and having fun with you guys. And that's another reason why I love those events that we do, when we get out with you guys and chat and hug and cry, and those are refreshing for us. So,
yep.
So nice. All right, guys, we love you very much. I'm going to stop the stream now. And if you need us, you know how to find us. We're at the website. You can find our contact information. And until next Thursday, you'll see us again in a couple more videos. Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.